What's new, Cape Cod? Every morning we ask and you answer. This is Stephanie in the Morning, where locals take the mic. Your neighbor, your favorite shop owner, maybe you. Business, community, culture, and whatever's on your mind over coffee. Let's start the day together. Powered by Lemonadio. Hello and good morning on a Friday.
Happy Friday.
I know. I'm so happy to have you.
Between the rain and this craziness of recovery of the blizzard, yes, thank you, because I needed this too.
You don't have a squirrel on your roof right now.
Oh, I got a few problems of my own, honey. We're in good company.
We released a squirrel yesterday, and while I say we, it was definitely my husband at the airport, apparently, because that's where his drop zone. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I have no idea. He's like, it shot off like a grenade. I was like, okay. And now I thought we were having thunder and lightning this morning because it was raining. No, it was a squirrel. A fox came right up to my front door. I was like, oh, why? What are you doing here? And then I heard the rattle and I was like, oh, wait a minute. My husband's like, yeah, it's a squirrel.
It's just a zoo. You have them all now. Animals, humans.
I don't know what it was this week, but recovering from the blizzard has been worse than the blizzard.
The blizzard was actually a nice change because everything stopped and you could do some of the things that you didn't get to do. I did lose power for 3 days, so that is never beautiful. Although I have a lot of painting to do in my house, so I literally was painting for 10 hours a day for all those days. Some of it by, lamp. Because there was no light in my basement. So.
You also had some Revolutionary War times moments.
But I have to tell you, the quiet of the blizzard.
Kind of nice, right?
Yes, it was very nice.
It was very pandemic-esque.
But yes, I 100% agree. Trying to get back on track after that, I'm still.
Yeah.
I'm still. And then this rain kind of threw me off this
morning. Well, that was it, because then we started a new month. I think it just the way it fell. I haven't been able to catch my breath or jump in. We've got coffee with the director. I'll be there after Jen and I yap. And then I promise I will be on over at Island Pickle. So if you've got questions or concerns with your Mashpee Chamber membership, or you just want to talk about things that we can do together, please pop on over. They've got a juice bar, a smoothie bar, and a little coffee spot over there. So
I haven't been, but I've only heard amazing things.
Yeah, it's a great little venue.
So excited about the opportunity that it's bringing for this area.
Oh, for sure. We did a singles event there last weekend.
I heard on your show earlier.
It was full. People were out.
And did you say that there were non-single people as well?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just like, what are you doing here? Whatever.
Does your spouse know you're here? Do I need to?
Yeah, I had some questions.
Do you have to sign a release form so I'm not in trouble?
Paula, good morning. And yes, still recovering. Hashtag blizzard recovery. Amen. Paula Lyonsberry is an amazing adjuster. If you need something happened with your property, with damage, and you need to now go to your insurance company, I definitely suggest you go see Paula first. And just make sure that you are getting everything that you are deserved, because nobody needs to fight alone in that space.
Well, especially, after all that, if you had damage from the storm and now you're trying to figure out what to do, and, it's not that you do this every day, all day.
Right.
So being with somebody that specializes in it helps you, kind of maybe keep some of the hairs on your head.
You're trying, you're doing your best.
And Paula actually is also on the board of directors for Cape Women in Business. So,
oh, fabulous.
Good morning, Paula.
Good morning, Serafina. Thanks for joining us on the show. I think all of the Cape Women in Business are bopping in to say hello.
That's right.
What have you guys got cooking?
We have a lot going on.
I'm loving the roundtable series. Very cool.
That's right. So that's one of the things that we're collaborating with Cape Women and Cape Cod Women's Association. I apologize, so many different acronyms, but very exciting. Once a month, I have a roundtable at Cape Space in Hyannis. This month, the guest speaker will be Kara Cipolo of Cape and Plymouth Business Marketing.
Excellent.
I'm talking about social media.
Okay.
Because let's face it, it's a lot of work.
It's the crux of everybody's, the bane of everyone's existence. Which one should I be on? Which one should my business be doing? How am I supposed to talk to people there? It really is a fine art. And when you're just trying to run your business, that's another whole business.
100%. And in today's marketing, it plays a big factor of promoting your business.
Right.
So doing it effectively is really important. So obviously Kara specializes in this, and so excited to have her on for the roundtable. Kara actually is one of our committee members for our marketing for Cape Cod business as well too. So I'm excited to be able to share all of those resources with both groups members. And simplify things. Again, similar to what we said about Paula, but here now in marketing, simplifying things for our business so that as business owners, when you're wearing multiple hats, you need those tricks and trades from the professionals to be able to get it all done.
Yeah. You're also teaming up with the Leadership
Cape Cod.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
So we were supposed to, again, recovering from the blizzard, we were supposed to have a morning event, a coffee at, now I forget, a place in Harwich, a coffee place I haven't been to before.
Okay.
Cape Roots in Harwich. Unfortunately, because of the blizzard, that's been postponed, but we will be doing it again because we've been having some night events, which is great for some people. But then there's some people, including myself, that are more morning people.
Yeah, I'm a good coffee gal.
So, really trying to be able to reach a wider audience and allow people to come when it's convenient for them.
Yeah.
Because everybody has different, responsibilities and when they can do those things. So I'm excited to rekindle that and do that.
Good.
So just back to the roundtable, that will be on March 18th at Cape Space in Hyannis from 9:30 to 11. So always a good group of women.
No, that's your office.
That's right. So Cape Women in Business now has an office located at the Cape Space in Hyannis.
Look at you grow.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is nice to also have an office space where you can leave it there. And...
What you mean? Because you don't want everybody coming to your house?
Well, I don't mind it. Certain people. Everybody else can go to Mash PTV. I love you. Thank you very much to all of our friends over at Mash PTV. Boy, Chris Ball, you are a bad patient. He is our Citizen of the Year, and trying to create anything to honor him has been difficult because nobody really enjoys praise.
I 100%.
I feel like it's a very uncomfortable, awkward position for all of us to be in. And when someone says, "Hey, you look beautiful," and you're like, I don't know why we shrink.
But he's also somebody that's used to being behind the camera. So
yes.
Somebody my daughter who's in film and photography, they don't like being in front of the camera.
Right.
So that's probably why he's being the bad patient. Yeah. It's not only is it hard to take that praise, but then to be in front of the camera, it's like a twofold for him.
It doesn't matter. It's happening. So just lean into it.
He's fantastic. He does a lot of amazing things. So,
honestly,
very, very good.
If you need, we were just talking about that social media thing, that extra job. If you've got somebody on your team that really wants to learn how to utilize maybe some cameras or maybe some opportunities, it's short money. It's $100 to be a member over there, and you can utilize any of it and go there and create all of the content that you need for your social media, if that's the avenue in which you're going in. Right. So I just want to let you know you've got that opportunity. I know there are a couple of other community TV stations on the Cape, depending where you're geographically located. I know Falmouth TV is about to open up their podcasting studios. So please lean into your local and see what they've got for equipment before you start worrying about, I've got to go buy this or I've got to create this from scratch. There are teams of people that do this for a living. Lean into them.
Well, and even the room. I mean, it's the equipment's one thing, but then having the room to be able to do it and broadcast, effectively is a big deal too. And if I recall correctly, they also offered different deals for nonprofits as well. It was a while back when I was there for another nonprofit, but they really are amazing for the community. Yeah. So definitely a good resource.
Yep, we got some good ones around here. Hey, Dan, Skylar, thanks for joining us. And Lynn, hi, how are you? Good morning. We're in recovery mode here on Friday. Friday is always just so chaotic for me. So I apologize to you for trying to get done. My husband's like, I promise I'll get rid of all those boxes. I'm like, you best.
You're in good company.
Well, you're going through renovations right now.
I've got chaos at my house right now. So I have everything absolutely everywhere. As I said, I'm not knowing where things are. I've been in my house for 26 years and now all of a sudden I'm going, where's the silverware? Where's this? Where's that? So it's a good problem to have. Yeah. So I can't complain.
Apparently it affects women differently. I sent my husband this article about how when we see things, we see another job or another task to do. So it makes us mentally just check out. We lose it.
Well, and I'm definitely a person that wants to organize everything.
Yeah.
So for me, okay, I don't want to put something over here if it makes sense to be over here. So I've warned my whole family, okay, the silverware might be in this drawer today, but in 3 days it might be in this drawer because it makes more sense there.
We're checking out. Everything is going to be replaced later. Figure it out.
Maybe I'm just trying to torment my family. That could be it too.
Good morning. Oh, Madam Presidenta.
That must be Cindy.
Yes, it is. And
Good morning, Cindy.
Cindy, did you meet Greg in person yesterday? Apparently, I bopped into him when I was checking in with our friend Elisa when she was hosting her birthday trivia at DJ's Hyannis last night. And Greg was like, I met your friend, Cindy. I can't see her comments on our thing. I was trying to look up her comments. And then I was looking for her comments and I couldn't see them. So she's like, okay, it was you. Hi, Jen, Christian. Gang's all here. What's up, Susan? Thanks for joining us. David Issa, good to see your face. We've got Jen Brand here from Cape Women in Business. And there's another group that you're in also, isn't there?
So we're collaborating with as many organizations as possible to be able to reach as many women and to support them and share resources with all these other organizations. That's one of the biggest problems we have. There's a lot of resources out there, but nobody knows about them or have an area that, you can find where all those resources are. So for businesses and or, women in leadership, having the opportunity to be able to see what's out there, what's available to either one, strengthen your business or strengthen yourself personally. I'm a huge fan of continued education and working on yourself, because when you work on yourself, you're better in your business, you're better with your family, your friends, all of that. So
yeah,
it's important to be able to collaborate with all these different organizations to be most effective and not only, not recreate the wheel. We don't want to do things that are already out there, but help support so that we can drive people to those different events, as well as then in return do the same thing as well. So, we're talking to We Can, which is obviously an amazing organization, trying to collaborate more with them. We are open to all forms of collaboration.
I love that though, because there is so much out there and we do just, it's noisy.
We have so much that is out there that picking the right opportunities is important, and not having a central area where everything is located. You can't say, oh, I sign up for things and then oh shoot, there's another thing I would like to go to on that day. So that's kind of something else that we're trying to work on as well, a centralized community calendar to bring everything together to support all these different organizations, but also so So even for Mashpee Chamber, you want to do an event. Okay, well, don't do it on this date because there's 4 different events on that day.
I know. This is why we shifted our business after hours this year to be on Wednesdays, the second to last one of the month, just so I could have the consistency, change it, because apparently everybody does all their stuff on Thursdays. So I was like, let's try Wednesday this year. Let's give it a roll.
Well, and that's why, so the workshops that we're putting on, we decided to do on Monday. Mondays tend to be a quieter day, except for storms. But
I know. I like to leave my Monday light so I can find stuff to do like that, that I want to, for my own personal enrichment.
So we do our monthly Biz Bites. It's on Zoom on the second Monday of each month. We actually have our next one coming up on Monday. It's at 12 o'clock. Biz Bites, because you can have your lunch, and many people do have their lunch while on it. But it's a great opportunity to start your week, connect, network. And it's a very casual atmosphere. So what we try to encourage people to do is just come and be present.
Yep.
So on Zoom, it's not really a good opportunity to network with people, because so many different, one person is talking at the time. So what we do is everybody puts all their contact information in the chat, as well as any events that they're either attending or promoting or want to be known. And then after the event, we send out an email with all those contacts, all those emails. So again, you can be present, because if you're trying to chat with somebody on the call, you're not paying attention to the other person that's talking at the time. So it's just a very casual atmosphere. Our guest speakers each month. So this month we have SBAs coming on.
Oh, excellent.
So Shelley Gillis and Lisa Welch is the last name, but she's got 2 different names, but they will both be kind of a fireside chat, if you want to say, opportunity. But talking about some of the different opportunities that could be available for small businesses, and especially not knowing if this blizzard was considered a natural disaster. There might be some opportunities for businesses to take advantage of who lost all their food in their restaurant, who had storm damage, who had all these different things. again, Paula is a great person.
Yeah, for
to
sure.
know what's what that is out there.
The state of Massachusetts put out a survey, and it closes today. I put it on the Facebook page for the Mashpee Chamber. So if you did in fact lose a bunch of food and items like that, fill that survey out. And then today's the last day for it. So be looking for it. I popped that onto our social media, and unbeknownst to myself, I started a riot on social media this week
because of that.
Because of the new boating laws that are changing to Massachusetts.
That's a touchy subject.
Our insurance company from the chamber sent us, Murray McDonald, they're wonderful people, sent us all the information. Like this is that. This is where you can sign up for your classes, 10 to 12 hours of education you have to put in to get your certification.
I can't say I disagree, but
correct. It's just that extra step. So
for people that have been doing it forever, that's not gonna.
Right. For our salty fisher people here on the Cape, we do not like more rules.
Sorry.
And I do get it, but I mean, when you've got a 13-year-old behind dad's boat,
I agree.
Yes, there should be an educational piece there. So I put it out there, and it started a wildfire. It was like 80 shares, people rioting about how much is this going to cost, and what is this in Massachusetts, and swears are flying. And I left it all there. I'm like, I'm not messing with it. I'm not fighting. I'm not engaging. You guys can talk amongst yourselves and get it all out. Let it all out there, as long as you're not doing that in person. I just stated the facts. These are the rules.
Don't shoot the messenger.
That's it.
Well, and I want to circle back on that survey. That survey from Massachusetts actually is really important to identify if that storm was a natural disaster, to release FEMA funding, to be able to help businesses get some funding to offset some of those expenses. So it's actually the businesses responding with what the value of their damage was that will help determine that. So don't shy away from completing that. You're not going to be in trouble, or you're not going to be highlighted, or anything like that. It actually plays a huge factor.
We need the money. Release the dollars.
There is we're still recovering from it. It was I was more prepared for the first storm. I just have to say.
You're right.
The second storm on Friday, they were like, oh, it's going to miss us. And then by the next day, and we had our first workshop was supposed to be on that Monday. So I had to call it on Saturday. And Kim actually, she was like, I'm like, oh gosh, we're now getting over a foot. And yeah,
it's real this time. The boy who cried wolf on the Weather Channel actually means it this time. The minute I saw Jim Cantori was coming to Plymouth, I'm like, we're dead. Like, that's it. This is where we go. Good morning, Miss Kim. She's here visiting us. And hey, Don on the West Coast. Looks like that you've booked yourself a little cruise. Good for you. There should be an education for all boaters. Anyone can walk into a dealership and buy a boat of any size. That is fair. Hello to our LinkedIn user. And Rick Sabetta, good to see your face. We've got Jen Brand here from Cape Women in Business, and we're talking about a lot of the offerings that you got, but you're doing a lot of collabs, which I think is really important to start utilizing the people that are already doing it.
That's right. So even one of the collaborations that we've been working on is with Kai Childs from E4All.
Love her.
Great program. And she's been facilitating our workshops. So the first one was actually supposed to be the day of the blizzard.
Yeah.
So we postponed it. It was just on Monday. And that was a fantastic workshop. That was about building self-efficacy, which is super important for women to really be able to work on their self-confidence in all frames of their life, not whether you're in business, you're in leadership, even at home. Sorry, guys. No, just kidding. So that was a great workshop. The takeaways were fantastic. We've actually had some feedback already about, how engaging it was.
Good.
Kai doesn't just talk to you for, the 2 hours. It's very engaging, and really, digging deep so that you can, blossom. This is what I would say. So our next workshop is going to be on March 23rd. And that one is cultivating your heroic secret identity.
Oh, okay.
A practical guide for entrepreneurs and leaders. This will be at Cape Space from 10 to 12. And then the last series will be on April 27th, and that is presentation skills. So developing unshakable courage, because let's face it, not everybody is comfortable talking in front of an audience, whether this type of audience or up in front of a couple hundred people. So building that will strengthen you in so many different areas of your life.
Yeah.
So, it's great workshop. So we have 2 of them left to come. And again, Kai will be facilitating those workshops, and I'm really looking forward to it.
She, by the way, has won Social Connector of the Year from the Mashpee Chamber and is going to be honored.
So I know. Surprising.
I'm not. Our committee was like, Kai Childs is the winner. I was like, absolutely. I love it. I love when I get to go in a room and let other people make decisions, and I just get to say, that sounds great.
And go deliver the good news.
Exactly.
That's a good job.
It is. It is. And we've got our annual meeting for the chamber coming up on the 19th. Monday is the deadline. So if you want to still grab a ticket and come and see and celebrate all of the wonderful people, Chris Ball, Citizen of the Year, Pink Door Catering, Business of the Year. And they were just working with Jenny Wheeler and all of the crew that came in to feed all of our linemen and workers. Yeah.
It's amazing when we come together, and it's sad.
World's Kitchen.
That sometimes you have to have such a catastrophic event to see the true sides of us and that community, because it is here.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it's hidden with all the day-to-day fun stuff.
We get busy. Tunnel vision. Sometimes it does happen.
That's right.
Our startup business of the year, Island Pickle, which I'll be over at Coffee with the Director in just a little bit. They've done a really wonderful job over there, and bringing together just a healthy, good community. I've seen so many. I still haven't played pickleball. I don't know how to play.
I haven't either.
Okay. See, we're not alone. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone when I see the amount of people pouring into this place to play.
And I hear there's like a waiting list. Like, you have to like sign up days in advance.
Yeah, you're not just going to walk in there on a Saturday afternoon and think you're going to go play. You better sign up.
That makes me so happy. It's bringing people together. We are so behind our phones all the time and our computers. We need to be coming together. And even in those interactions, I'm sure there's a lot of, very raw things when you're exerting so much energy. But I think it's fantastic, because that's what we need to be doing, is coming out and coming together.
Yeah, getting up and moving our body.
That's
for
right.
sure.
That's right.
I love it.
I'm glad it's so busy.
I know, me too. And if you had seen that space, it was a dirt pit in June. So you want to talk about an entrepreneur that totally bet on themselves and just said, I'm doing this.
I think it's fantastic.
And
we need it. We need more things like that. Never mind, again, because I've never played so many, pickleball haters.
Oh, I know.
Of the noise. So I can only imagine what it's like in there. But it makes me laugh in some ways when but it's not in my backyard.
Yeah,
so
right.
I can't, speak from experience.
No, we have one certain person that comes to a Mashpee town meeting pretty much monthly to complain about the noise that's on the local pickleball. It's almost like clockwork. It's laughable. Like, dude, move, sell your home.
It frustrates me too, because, it's kind of like, the people that complain when they hear kids outside playing and having fun. What? Because they might be screaming and making noise.
What? People are having fun outside? Oh my God.
So that's what I kind of think of it as, the person is that same person. Would they be complaining if kids were, playing basketball at the end of his driveway?
It's always the people that are complaining. The Coast Fest this year in Falmouth, this has been such a huge event for Falmouth. And there was one person complaining about the noise and how this particular day is so unenjoyable for him and his family now. They can no longer do family celebrations. I was like, dude, it's one day.
Then join it. Come.
Or go on plan your vacations then. Move your family celebration. Do
a day trip away for the day.
It just made me laugh. Right? And he probably didn't move in until after this thing was already going on. It's just... We have the same situation going on with Dino's. I'll be there, by the way, if you're looking for a little karaoke tonight. I'll be over at Dino's. Once a month, we host karaoke, and it's a really good time from 8 until 11 tonight. But when they were doing the outside concerts, he had to build this huge noise wall thing because it was upsetting. And I mean, we stopped partying at 8 p.m. Like, there's no noise outside that is bothering these people. It's not late night loudness.
Well, and so I can speak from experience. My house previous to the one I live in now used to be right behind the Greek Orthodox Church.
Oh.
And so when they would have their festivals, now granted, this was, this was like 30 years ago. It was a lot crazier. This is before their new parking lot.
I know.
People would park everywhere. Drunk people. It was crazy. but it was a weekend.
Right.
And so, we just, we went with it.
Yep.
And we were young. So maybe that's the difference too. But I don't know the, ages of the people that are complaining, but
it's not a young person that's complaining. It's not.
I wasn't going to say it. Yeah, you went there, but
it's never a young person that's complaining about noise.
No.
It's a couple of days. Fun. Let people have a good time. Okay. Fun police.
Live. We have to live.
Ask Jen if she's going. Oh, are you going to the Chamber Awards? Cindy wants you to go with her.
Oh.
Tell her she'll get tickets. She needs a date. And see, this is how we get things done. Kathy, holy cow. All of the senior residents that are around our apartment, there's one guy that's always complaining. Oh my.
There's always one, at least one. You're lucky if it's only one.
Right? This is better embrace it. The average age around here is 55 plus. Amen. So,
and I'm getting close to that demographic.
It's a large swath of human being when you lump in 55 plus.
Because young people can't afford to live here.
I know.
That's why mine are still living at my house.
Don't even start. I got another one coming back today. I'm like, oh my God, why are you still here?
I keep trying to tell myself, enjoy it, because someday someday they will move.
Bring me loneliness, please.
That's what we talked about during the blizzard, the quiet. I did enjoy the nice quiet, peace and quiet.
I welcome it. I really do. Kathy said she'll be there with you too. So, and Kim will be there also. So we got a good crew for the 19th at the annual dinner, which I'm looking forward to. Fantastic. Celebrating so many fabulous human beings doing great things in our community.
Love it.
It's nice to focus on the positive. Yeah.
That's my birthday.
Well, we should have a birthday cake for you. It's also Dave Pina's birthday, and I promised him a Carvel ice cream cake.
That.
So
I know Dave. Oh, interesting.
Right?
I should have known that.
What, that you guys are symbiotic human beings? Well, I'll have a birthday cake already. So in case you want to join us, I'll put you and Dave together. We can celebrate alongside everybody. The Coast Fest is right across. Oh, it's right across from senior housing. Yep, absolutely. Lots of complainers over there. I look forward to the meeting. Oh yeah, Serafina, you're coming too. Yay, gang's all here. It's going to be a good time. What else is going on with you and the organizations that you want people to know about? If you've not heard about Cape Women in Business, you guys have had some just restructuring.
We did. So Kim Marchand and Beverly Roberts were the original co-founders when it had started as the Boston Business Cape Cod chapter.
Okay.
Cape Cod Business Women's Cape Cod chapter. But they started dissolving the chapters, and we had a different vision for the organization anyway. And so recently, both Kim and Beverly, are just doing what we all do, far too many different things, and so trying to prioritize their time. And so there has been some restructuring. So we have developed the board. So we voted. So I am the current president. Cindy is the treasurer. Cindy Collins is the treasurer. Xavier Walker is the secretary. Serafina is the member at large. And we also just voted in 3 other new members.
Perfect.
So Paula Lyonsberry. Sorry, yeah. Paula. I am always on first name basis, so I'm like, I know. I'm gonna write everybody's name down. So Lindsay Cesari, I hope I said that right. She is also now on the board of directors, as well as Corey Blake. So
perfect.
So Lindsay is with Cox and Media.
Yep.
In the 4 radio stations.
They come to our trivia on Tuesdays. Thank you very much for supporting us.
They're amazing, and they're super supportive of Cape Women in Business as well.
Great.
And that's where the collaborations work best is, we're trying to promote each other's different things. So I love that Coxon is doing so much with the blood drives.
Yeah.
And so I keep trying to repost that and support that because one of the things we learned when Lindsay actually was one of our guest speakers at one of our Biz Bites is that all that blood stays local. That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Because especially with our aging community, there's a huge need for blood.
Mm-hmm.
I have to admit, I'm one of those,
you're squeamish.
So doing my part is sharing where these are going to happen and making sure to try to promote people to go and contribute. And then likewise, one of the things that I just posted recently, so Jill Campbell that did that documentary screening on Julie Campbell, the producer for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. That's really starting to take off and gain momentum. And so she's, winning awards for it. So she just had a big announcement that it's going to be on one of the TV stations. I forget which one it was. But now you can before you have to pay to watch it.
Right.
So this would be a way to watch it for free. She did have to, it was over 2 hours before she had to bring it down to an hour and a half. But if you haven't seen that documentary, beyond the, oh my gosh.
I know, I can't remember it either. I wish I could help you.
Beyond the, now I'm brain cramping on it.
Somebody, if you remember, drop it in the chat.
Or beyond. Yeah. It's just an amazing documentary. We showed it after the Enterprising Women event back in October. And those that attended it, when you set something up and you are inspired by something, you never know how other people will respond to that.
Right.
Everybody, and it was a very diverse audience of people that were there. The takeaways were amazing of how many people were just so inspired by the story. And as I said before, Sports Illustrated, swimsuit edition,
right?
Not my thing.
It wouldn't, it wouldn't be ringing any bells for a lot of people. But when you had brought it to me the first time, and we were talking about the story behind it,
that's right,
and how she was so supportive and went in there and made sure that people felt comfortable. Yeah,
it's amazing of what Julie had to deal with so many years
beyond
ago.
The gaze. Thank you very much, Kim.
I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing it. But beyond the glance, I know that's wrong. Thank you, Kim. Early morning, and I need more coffee.
We're all here to help each other. That's it. It's Friday. And I'm
women
fried.
Supporting women. Thank you, Kim. But yes, it just shows, some of the things she dealt with, being in a predominantly male industry, not only trying to protect herself, but then protect the women that she was working with. And sadly, we're going back.
Yeah.
We're so to support women and equality and in leadership and in business. I just met with SBA the other day, and they're saying that 2/3 of all small business are women owned.
They are. And you know what?
We are cranking this stuff out.
I had read an article about how women don't like to pull loans, or we're not getting those business loans because we try and move things around and use up our retirement funds, and we'll self-fund because we're afraid to take those business loans. Right. Where mostly it's a male dominated space in the SBA loans. So yeah, I'll let me see if I can find that article so I can send it to you just to arm yourself with a little bit more. But women do need to bet on themselves and take a little bit of a chance. And yes, taking a loan is a risk, but this is a good risk for you to grow your business. Right. And I think a lot of women get really afraid in that space. I know specifically, I have that Kai did something in E4All, and it was a money conversation. And I remember bawling my eyes out during this thing because I have such a bad relationship with money. I really do. Right. I save everything.
So taking a loan is extra scary.
It's so scary. And I think a lot of women have that psychology where I can't do that because that's way too risky for this. But we really need to start embracing this and not squandering all of our savings and retirement funds to work on building our business a little bit differently. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see if I can come across that because I think it's just good information to have.
Well, and that's very helpful because even so for Monday's Biz Bites, the SBA is going to be on there talking about all those different opportunities. So, yes, don't be shy to attend, to be able to learn what's out there, what the options are, and opportunities for women-owned businesses. I mean, that yes, it's a scary step, but then there might be some benefits because you are women owned. And a lot of, even what I was talking with the SBA is working on how women can get certified as a women owned business or a minority owned business, because that's important too, because that status can, help you with getting federal contracts and expanding your business further.
Oh God, I was just on sam.gov yesterday. I can't figure out anything.
It is hard. It is hard.
So stressed out. I had Alicia working with me, who is one of our fabulous grant writers. She's wonderful. We just got news yesterday that we're moving forward with the Cape and Islands United Way grant for the farmers market, which I'm really excited. We're growing this thing. I've got a manager now. We're going
Congratulations. I saw that.
So excited. And Brooke is really wonderful.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
It's really nice to work with another female that's a powerhouse to it's so lovely.
Imagine that.
This is really new to me. But it's really lovely to hand somebody your baby and be like, I know you'll take care of it. I know that you're going to grow it.
You need that comfort. Especially with everything else you have going on. You can't be worried about micromanaging. You need to be.
I'm not a micromanager anyway. I'm like, if I've given you the task, you better run with it, because I'll never ask about it again.
Or I'm coming for you.
I've already mentally given it to you. It's your problem now. I'm the opposite of micromanager.
Yeah. But finding the person that you can to trust and be able to do that is a hard thing to do.
Correct.
And then, as any small business or nonprofit trying to, pay somebody, that's another whole. I
was laughing fairly recently with a friend about, she goes, "Oh, don't you remember when you were so excited and proud that you were hiring these people?" And I'm like, employees are hard. It's so hard because you worry about things. You've given them a job to do. They're doing it, but then they've got their own set of things.
That's right.
I'm like, I never realized how difficult it was. And then I think back to like all the times I was problematic in my work environments when I was like, I should have this, and I was like, oh my God, I was a problem.
Well, and you don't realize that as a business owner as well. That's the great thing about being a business owner and an employee, is understanding both sides of that.
Yeah.
Both sides, you think it's so much easier on the other side, but each side has its own issues.
Yep.
But being an owner, you never sleep.
No.
You never sleep.
My husband and I were going through something because we're like transferring everything to a new CRM, and we're sitting there together. And thankfully I have a partner that I really, truly have a partner in everything. Good. So when I'm stressed, he feels my stress, and we like try and like mitigate both of each other's we're going to lose our mind situations, which is really nice. Not everybody has that.
Boy, you really surround yourself with some good people.
Well, this is it. You're the sum of the people you surround yourself with. And I'm telling you this on a Friday to just get this great squad of, look at how many fabulous women are watching right now. And it's so nice to have this support system.
It's important to be able to have that, because just like you said, situations happen, things change, blizzards happen, to be able to have a support team of women that can help you with the resources to help you with whatever that problem is.
Yeah.
And be able to, sometimes you just need to talk about it, but other times you need those resources. So when you have that support system of people who then have other networks, before you know it, that one quick conversation, and now you have, solutions right in front of you to be able to tackle that.
Yeah, I have, it's funny. I have never saw out, because I was in a male dominated space when I was in the military. I'm just 400 guys, 4 girls. It's just, I'm used to that environment. When I kind of pulled myself out of that environment and started working, I prefer to work with women. Most of our hosts are women, because I know that there is an exchange that we have, an energy there that is not it's not competition. I feel like there are some women that view you as competition and are fighting with you. Those are not your women. Right. Surround yourself with these women that are trying to push the needle forward every single day.
And I try to say that with a lot of different women who might be in similar industries,
and
say, don't look at each other as competition. You might have something that this company doesn't have.
What do you do well?
And together you can share those resources or those customers,
or
that expands your portfolio, what you can offer to the customer. So don't see it as competition. See how you can come together and strengthen each other and each other's businesses, because there's plenty of business out there.
Yeah.
And so coming together, you'll strengthen each other to be able to do that.
What we're working on with our markets and with all the stuff that we're doing is our messaging. You always try and be everything to everybody, because I feel like that's what a woman does. It's our nature to care for people.
That's right.
It's what we do. We naturally are like, how do we do this? How do we fix this? How do we put it back together so that you're like happy and everybody's whole and we're living our best lives? Right. We do this all the time, but sometimes you got to pick a lane. And so we're really working on kind of honing in on those lanes that we're in. And it's hard.
It's hard because if you're in the right space, if your heart's in the right space, you want to help, you want to do good. But, similar to even as I was saying about Kim and Beverly, also recognizing you're only one person and what you can do, and have to identify what are the most important things to you so that you can excel in that, versus parsing yourself out and now you're just overwhelmed.
It's the favorite thing that I do now. And I was like, oh, we're not for you. You're for this one. Like taking these pieces of business now and being choosy about where I put my time and effort is really kind of an exciting space for me to be in. I never thought I would be here, But it's really, really nice to be like, not for us, try this person, or I've got the right person for you. It's this one.
But that's even that networking too. So that opportunity is now that you collaborate with all these different organizations, even if it isn't a good fit for you, you know somebody that you can. So it's not that you just shut the door and good luck.
Yeah.
You're offering another alternative. And it's interesting that you say that. So my husband's business, drywall business, since we've been running it since 2000, we're fortunate enough that now we've established ourselves through word of mouth. There's no advertising. There's none of that, which is, we're very fortunate about that. But there's a lot of people that are still trying to recreate or create that, or have different issues where now they're trying to recreate their business because of different issues. I was talking to a couple of business owners in Dennis with that sewer project that's going on, and it is devastating their business. And it's frustrating because they're not getting any answers from the town. They're not getting any answers from any of the vendors, which I don't expect them to really be sharing, with the people that are along those areas. But those businesses are, this is already a hard time of year to be struggling. And then to not be able to have, customers come to your establishment, even though the roads are supposed to be open to, through traffic.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that the traffic controllers are not letting people go that literally have appointments at these businesses. And so businesses that have been established for 20 plus years are now having to reorganize, restructure to figure out how can I go and find different.
I know Maryville Bin is doing a great job at the Yarmouth Chamber. They're having an open forum. They're having a conversation about the sewering and like what they can do about it and what we can learn about that. It's not going to fix your business overnight. And I apologize. Like, this just stinks. It needs to happen. And it's one of those unfortunate things about infrastructure that we waited too long and then we hired the wrong person. And then everybody's got a critic, and you're not going to win in this space. It's really what you're going to do about it. So I love that.
The communication.
Yeah.
That's really where the help will be for those business owners, is understanding, this is the timeline.
This is my lot in life.
So that they can kind of pivot as necessary for that time being, because you have either businesses that are, have employees, and, so even, a coffee shop, Three Fins, I was actually having a meeting there, their employees, they're now, less people are coming in, so that business owner is paying those staff. There's less people coming in, so less tips. So those employees are, making less money. It's just a ripple effect all the way through. So, understanding, and communicating. I say this all the time. Communication is key to everything. And I tend to be an over communicator.
I love that.
Me. We'll say, oh my God, she is.
I appreciate that.
But I would rather what's going on than later on go, oh crap, you knew that and didn't share that. And that has now rippled effect into this, and that. And even with my house project I'm doing right now, several times something has happened and I'm like, oh, we should, communicate with the builder. And we didn't, one reason or another. And later on it was like, damn, we should have communicated that.
Yeah.
And so, communication is the key to everything. And it might be information you don't want to hear.
I know.
But if you have it and you can pivot, one of the things as a business owner, you have to learn how to pivot.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is ever going to be a straight road. Nothing is ever going to be a smooth, paved road either.
Yeah.
You have to get ready for the bumps, the turns, the curves, and how you pivot is going to be.
See, you should have had Cindy's construction software. You would have known every single thing that was going on with your project. I know, Cindy, you've explained it to me, and I'm like, that is absolute genius. If you're looking to do a kitchen or bath reno, reach out to Cindy. Cindy, drop your business information in the chat so that people can find you, because she does have a software that manages all that communication. Imagine if I had something like that for my regular life. I would be living my best life right now. Oh, it's time to go. Okay.
You probably can use that app. This is a construction business trying to
100%
keep everything together.
100%. What's up, Kelly? Oh, how did you do? Your yoga class was great. Kelly's one of our entrepreneur members for her business, Healing Through Wellness, through the Mashpee Chamber. And I'm so excited for what you're doing. You're always reinventing your fabulous self. And you can see her. She's known as the chicken lady at the Mashpee Farmers Market. She brings baby chicks and she'll lay out her yoga mats, but she teaches the kids like how to gently hold these things while they're holding yoga poses. It's brilliant.
Super cute.
I know.
How do you get people to leave?
Baby chick yoga.
They're so cute. You're like, okay, your time limit. You need to move on. Somebody else wants to come in.
It's pretty amazing. And she always brings me kombucha and whatever fabulous herbs that you've got growing on over there, Kelly. We love you. You're such a ray of sunshine. Awesome. So Thank you for sharing your gift with all of us all the time. We appreciate it. And go take one of her yoga classes. She's awesome. I'll be signing up next Friday. Excellent. I will see you there. I am not ready for this weekend. Apparently, I'm going to a Texas party on Saturday.
Giddy up.
I'm wearing boots. That's all I've got.
You don't have the hat. You don't have the belt buckle. You are slacking, girl.
Got nothing. I might have a cowgirl hat around here somewhere. Actually, I think that's my husband's.
It's all good. It's yours now.
We'll figure it out. The stuff I signed myself up for, sometimes I was like, oh, we're just going to go with it. You're also like that. All of you.
But that's what keeps everything interesting. And I have to tell you, sometimes I'm like, why did I sign up for this? And then I get there and it's amazing. And I connect with people and the takeaways are even better. So, we don't want to, but when we do, it's amazing.
I know. I think we all suffer from it. Oh, yeah. You shall, miss. You shall. How do people get involved with Cape Women in Business? What if they want to join or they're like a little awkward or they're afraid to just pop up because they feel like it's a social circle they've not navigated yet?
So that's one of the key things that people talk about in the group is their reluctance to network or connect with people. And that's something that they really want to work on. So again, we have our monthly Biz Bites, which is a great casual atmosphere to meet a bunch of different people that is on Zoom, but we are doing other events either at night or in the morning. We're actually working on our Trail Talk, which we did back in September. It was a great hit. We did that at the Mass Autobahn in Barnstable. It was a very short walk. So the feedback we had is, we actually want to have a longer walk, where we actually get the heart rate going.
Yeah.
But a great opportunity to get outside, out in nature, walk with people, and so network at the same time. So we have a nice committee working on that to be able to pull those together. So
I really enjoy that.
So those will be upcoming. We're going to focus more in the Barnstable area. The town of Barnstable in different walking spaces, just because it's centrally located, but definitely hope to expand it, with what people want to do. The Coffee Connect with Cape Cod Leadership, we want to be able to do that, as well as we've done events at UVA in Mashpee a couple of times. But again, trying to support women-owned businesses. So if anybody is a women-owned business and would like to, host us for an event, I'm happy to support the organization, but also, raise awareness about it. That's what this is all about, is trying to raise awareness about all these amazing businesses, because if we support our local businesses, that impact is so it's so impactful. It has such a difference in our local community versus sending all that money off Cape. So
right.
So between the Biz Bites, you can join those calls. That will be on Monday, as well as our upcoming workshops, the roundtables with Cape Cod Women's Association. All of this is on our website at cwbconnects.com. You can also reach us by email at cwbconnects@gmail.com. And so always looking to expand the organization and provide opportunities that people are looking for. We don't want to recreate the wheel. So again, trying to centralize a lot of the resources to be able to share those. So again, with programs, say We Can or SCORE or EFRAL, we want to be able to share all those resources so that if whatever your current situation is, business leadership, whatever that is, to be able to align you with what will make you more successful or to keep your head on straight.
Yeah.
Because we've got so much going on right now. Sometimes you just need to outsource a marketing. You need to outsource payroll. You need, whatever that might be, to be able to help you. And again, as your business grows, now you have different issues. Now now you have employees that we were talking about earlier.
So fun. I love you all. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know. I saw a little hesitation there. It's hard. It definitely is hard. And if you don't have any prior experience with it or able to have the staff that have prior experience that might specialize in it, you're doing so many different things at the same time. So again, even just sometimes being in that environment and having that conversation, all of a sudden the light bulb goes on and you have a solution to be able to work on it and help you in your business.
Yeah,
or in your
it does make a difference. And I know we at the Mashpee Chamber offer things like handbooks and other discounted things that you do need for your business that you forget that you need sometimes.
That's right.
Where you're like, do I have a manual for that? Why don't I have a manual for that? Did I write that? No, I didn't even write that. Right. Writing out the parts of your business sometimes that you're like, oh, I'm in charge of that. Yeah, you run your own business. So
it's all you.
It's all you.
Nope. No
So
pass.
we do have some of those resources for you. And yeah, Lindsay is also one of our fabulous marketing people that we connect you with if you've got a tier 2 or above membership, where you can get some complimentary ads to support your business. And we work with the enterprise. So if you've got amazing things or don't know how to write a press release, these are some of the things that we can support you with. We've got a newsletter that goes out every single week, and you're allowed to put whatever it is that you want to put in there. It's those little parts that people forget that's what you're paying for a business membership. And it's short money. Even a regular tiered membership is only $25 a month. If you're a business in Mashpee, I would love to connect with you, and we haven't done so yet. Please reach out to me because we would love to get you part of our community. We've got a really good, thriving community. We've just suffered a lot of loss of business with this blizzard, and then the weather. It was already touch and go. January is always a tough time to live here, and so then you throw another wrench at us, and we're like, oh my God. And here it is March. And I'm like, am I going to keep my doors open? Right. There are businesses truly struggling right now.
Well, and again, that's why, getting involved in the chamber or different organizations is raising that awareness about your organization, because, yes, the tourism season, and yes, you'll stay busy. And that's another whole issue of trying to staff and stay open and all of that. But in these months, year round, that's where we need to be supporting our local small businesses, is year round sustainability, because that makes the difference, to allow, for better paying jobs for people to afford to live here. And that is part of the factor too. All these people coming from off the Cape to fill these jobs. It's hard when now, if gas prices, you really have to be able to, we need to utilize our local resources.
Yeah, for sure.
And by supporting and keeping all that money here, it has such an impact. And so my involvement even with Love Live Local, you can see, the impact that supporting local business has on our local economy. And they actually have their, they're doing their March Madness again this year.
That's right. That's right. That's out now.
For all this month. So for the month of March, they have 39 businesses that have contributed different gift certificates or items that you can win. Tickets are $10. You can buy different bulks to get bundles to get more tickets, and your tickets stay in there for the full month. So you have chances. Today's only the 6th.
Yeah.
I think
we got plenty of time.
You got plenty of time. Like you have
this is the lie I tell myself every single week. Plenty of time. There's no time. Just buy it. Do it today while it's on your brain, and then you'll be good for the entire month. Cindy, I have a tequila collection, tequila networking night. Yeah. Girl, sign me up. Although I'll probably just forget everything anyway. It's probably not a good place for me to be in. Amity, hello and good morning. We appreciate you. It's been a great hour. Jen, it always flies by whenever you come in to visit us. So please come back.
Lack of something to talk about.
No, we've got some really great things happening. It is March. So get out there and sign yourself up for one networking event. If you've not done any this year or you've been thinking about it, now's your chance to just get signed up. And maybe it's just a Biz Bites where you pop online and meet the community. We'd love to have you. I know I'm telling myself that because I need to hop on and see what you got going on.
Well, Cape Women in Business is all about lifting, connecting, networking, and mentoring women in business and leadership. So it's all in good company. And similar to what we saw with this blizzard, it's just about bringing the people together to support one another. So we'd like to believe we don't need blizzards every single week to be able to bring the people together and to have such an impact. And so, welcome to everybody to be able to come on the Biz Bites, join our web shops, or come to the roundtables. Check out our website at cwbconnects.com.
I will see you at Dino's tonight for a little bit of karaoke. It'll be fun, I promise. I was like,
I was going to say, are you
that's for
right
Cindy.
Button?
Right button. We've got it. We got it together. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, Jen.
Happy Friday.
So far. Oh, okay. That's something I don't have to put out right now. Fires.
There's always a fire. Come on, it's what keeps things fun.